Hello and welcome to the ESO Zone Guide, where I go over the story, unique items, gear, achievements, and everything in each zone. Hope you enjoy. Today, I'm going over the Daggerfall Covenant Island of Stros M'kai. There are 3 Wayshrines on Stros M'kai. One in the northeast, the Sandy Grotto Wayshrine. One in the center, the Port Hunting Wayshrine. And one in the south, the Saint Port Wayshrine. There are 3 Skyshards on Stros M'kai. One in the south, one south of Port Hunting Wayshrine, and one in town. There are 7 unique items to be found in Stros M'kai. There is 1 unique set on Stros M'kai, the set of the trainee. There is Narama's staff, a healing staff, Jakarn's machete, a one-handed sword, the smuggler's vest, a medium chest piece, and the gallant chain cuirass, a heavy chest piece, all of which are parts of the trainee set. There's also the Goblin Slayer chassis, Izad's treasure, and Rulorn's silken garb, with none of these being part of any set. There are 9 Antiquities on Stros M'kai. There is the Hunting Sextant treasure, accessible by default, the Goblin Steammill treasure, accessible by successfully excavating a Hunting Sextant, Dwemer Astrological Charts treasure, accessible by successfully excavating a Goblin Steammill, Worn Dwarven Gears, a mount fragment for the Ebon Wolf, accessible by finding leads from mobs inside Bizark or around the entrance, Motif Chapter for Ancestral Orc Axes by using Stros M'kai treasure maps, Motif Chapter Ancestral Orc Helmets by using Stros M'kai treasure maps, Dwemer's Star Charts by finding leads and treasures, killing overworld mobs, or killing mobs in Bizark, Dwarven Puzzle Box furniture piece, accessible by finding leads in safe boxes, treasure chests, and thieves' troves, overland mobs, bosses, and fishing. And buoyant steel, one of 5 fragments used to make the Thracian Stranglers, only lead found by fishing. There's 1 house, 3 locales, and 4 points of interest in Stros M'kai. The 1-player house is named Hunting's Palatial Hall. It costs 1.295 million gold, or 6,500 crowns for unfurnished, and 8,100 crowns for furnished. The 3 locales are the Rash Merchant's Plummet, the Dog Eater Camp, and the Pillar of the Singing Sun. The 4 points of interest are Saint's Port,
I need help.
Bizark, Port Hunting, and the Grave.
My poor Jakarn. I don't want to think about what they're doing to him down there.
There's 1 lore book on Stros M'kai. It is the Gulane's Dwemer Architecture book. This book details 4 tests: the test of pattern, disorder, evasion, and confrontation that the Dwemer use in their own defenses and towers. After escaping Cold Harbor, if the vestige is part of the Daggerfall Covenant, they will awaken on Stros M'kai after being fished out of the water all but dead. The vestige can then talk to the Prophet and ask a few questions.
As I feared, we arrived in different locations. I am in a city of industry where men speak of intrigues and plots beneath layers of innuendo and pleasantry. It matters not. You have awakened once again, and we must set you on your path. Days, weeks, I cannot tell. The voids between worlds disrupted all sense of time and space. I know only that you were deposited into the sea, and some charitable soul fished you out and brought you to dry land. I'm afraid you will have to decide that for yourself. I must focus on searching for a way to repay Lyris's bold sacrifice. I cannot simply abandon her to the wrath of Molag Bal. I cannot foresee that, not yet. But we will meet again. There is still much we need to accomplish. Be wary, Vestige. Our very plane of existence is in peril. The threat of Molag Bal looms across all Tamriel, and chaos spreads in its shadow. Danger roams the land and will assume many forms. Do not let it catch you off guard. You must find your own path, but perhaps there is a reason for the place in which you find yourself. Explore, search for a cause to lend your hand. Join with others. You might even seek out those who rescued you from the sea. The choice is yours.
The Vestige then exits the room and talks to Tuma Shah, an Argonian who tells the Vestige where they are and how they got there. Tuma Shah recommends the Vestige pays their respects to the captain, given the captain saved their life.
The withered stalk flowers again. It is good to see you, alive and well. We found you floating in the water. I'd seen corpses with more life in them, but Captain Colleen dove in and fished you out anyway. The captain of this vessel. She's currently ashore, recruiting for our latest contract. You might want to pay your respects, seeing as she saved your life. The withered stalk flowers again. It is good to see you, alive and well.
Kayleen says she could use some help with a job coming up and tells the Vestige 3 people they can recruit for a heist. Alternatively, the Vestige can recruit 2 people and start the heist early.
Look at that, Lambor. Our half-drowned friend is up and about. We weren't sure you'd make it. Really? I just fished you out of the water. Master Kassan got you breathing again. The important thing is you're alive. But if you're feeling grateful, I could use some help. A job. Anyone who helps is going to get rich. Right now, I need a fresh face. Someone this island's butcher-in-charge, Headman Bosek, doesn't know and won't stop. Basically, you recruit the folks I need, you get a cut of the take. Interested? 3 folks I need are crafty Larissa, Jakarn, and Naramo. Any or all of them would do.
The Vestige can head to the grave to rescue Jakarn, a Breton who is imprisoned for stealing from the headman of the island Bosek, and is a liar, thief, and playboy. Grave, the Vestige can interact with an Altmer named Arian. She is worried for Jakarn as she believes he's a prince who will take her off the island.
My poor Jakarn. I don't want to think about what they're doing to him down there. He's a prince. He doesn't belong in the grave. Yes, from Westry. How I long to travel there with him. He described it as bright, beautiful, and full of life.
After heading into the grave, the Vestige must fight prisoners and avoid traps to reach Jakarn. After reaching Jakarn, he tells the Vestige he will happily join Colleen if they can get him out. This starts the Innocent Scoundrel quest.
Hey, you're not a guard. You have to help me. Well, that's perfect. Get me out of here and I'm at your service. You'll find me a man of many talents. If I found a handsome guy locked in a cell, I'd free him. Is that really important right now? Sure, I took that gem, but he took it from some poor merchant. Tossed him in here to die. Can't steal from a thief, can you? I owe you for this. Thanks. Now, let's get out of here. You first. can't go that way. Irians out there. Oh, and guards. I saw many, many guards. Look, let's slip out a side exit. That way we can both keep our heads.
After exiting the grave, Jakarn asks the Vestige to help him retrieve a jewel he stole and gave to the goblins to hold on to.
Thanks for breaking me out back there. Listen, while you're in a heroic mood, want to help me get something I left with the goblins? I figure if you want something kept safe, give it to the goblins. They'll watch it for free, they're too stupid to trade it, and they'll kill anyone who tries to take it. Here's the thing, you went through a lot of trouble to free me, right? There's no way you'll let me get eaten by goblins, so you, my good friend, will follow me to their mine, yeah?
Jakarn and the Vestige fight through a goblin mine until reaching the boss, Gornog.
This is the part where I trust you. I'll kill the goblins in the scaffolding in the next room. You grab the gem. It's in a chest on the floor. There's a passage on the far side. Take that and meet me outside. If something goes wrong, regroup at the inn in town.
While the Vestige fights Gornog, Jakarn sneaks behind and takes out the goblins from above. After retrieving the gem, the Vestige runs into Bosek's men. The Vestige can either give the gem to them or lie and return it to Jakarn. After choosing, the Vestige heads to the inn and runs into Irian again.
What were you doing in the mine? And did you see a scummy Breton up there? Jakarn. He's a liar and a thief. He stole a gem from Headman Bosek. Now, if the gem came back, Bosek might let him live. Can you help me, or not? Now that's just too bad. If you do run into him again, tell him that if we catch him, he's dead.
If you're looking for that bastard Jakarn, he's at the tavern with a Redguard girl. I overheard him telling a Redguard girl he'd whisk her off to Sentinel, that he was a ship captain. She swooned like a fool. I did. I'd tell the headman where he's hiding if I didn't hate the headman more. I need off this island.
The Vestige then either gives Jakarn the gem or tells him they give it back. Either way, Jakarn agrees to help and gives the Vestige a unique item, Jakarn's machete, a one-handed sword.
Hey there, glad to see you made it out. Hey now, the headman stole it first. And you brought it back to me, didn't you? Thanks, good looking. Seeing as it's you asking, sure. If she's planning a job, I'm in. All I ask is a trip off this rock after it's over.
You! Hey, you!
Alternatively, the Vestige can also head towards Narama, southwest of town. Narama is found studying Dwemer artifacts and shows his knowledge on the Dwemer. The Vestige can offer to help Narama, and Narama gladly accepts.
Miraculous. To think that the Dwemer of Old Volenfell settled as far as Stros M'kai. My brother and I have scoured the ruins' exterior for some time now, but we have never been able to get inside. Several reasons. One is that Headman Bosek commissioned me to explore the ruins. A fascinating aspect of Dwemer ruins are the ancient mechanisms to be found inside. Bosek thinks to use them in Port Hundig. I need to get inside to investigate. An excellent suggestion. I believe this automaton can unseal the door if it can be controlled. I have its control rod, but 2 focusing crystals seem to be missing. They are nearby, but the local creatures dissuade me from claiming them. With the focusing crystals in hand, I can complete this control rod and safely reactivate the automaton. While you recover the crystals, I'll make the proper adjustments to the construct.
He tasks the Vestige with retrieving 2 focus crystals, starting the main quest, Buried Secrets. After retrieving the crystal, the Vestige regroups with Narama at the entrance of Bethsark.
I've reassembled the spider, but I must be able to control it. That reminds me, did you find the crystals? Splendid. Now, I just insert them into the rod like so. By the way, I hope you can destroy this mechanism if it attacks us. Let's see here. It works! I knew it would, of course. Into the tunnel you go. Now to get that door open.
Narama uses the crystals to control a dwarven spider and unlocks the doors. He asks for more help inside and asks the Vestige to repair the generators.
As you see, Headman Bosek's trust in my skills was not misplaced. Nor was my faith in your prowess. Will you assist me on another task? Despite the age of these ruins, I suspect the usual defenses are in place. As I am averse to danger, would you explore the ruins to locate any Dwemer generators inside? Oh, I suppose I'm the only one who calls them that. Independently apportioning Dynamo Core is a mouthful, but the Dwemer built them to last for generations. I say generators to honor their enduring nature. This control rod will keep our new friend loyal to you. I suspect the generators have been damaged over the years. You'll need to escort the spider to each and bid it to repair them.
After repairing the generators, Narama explains that he is searching for Dwemer schematics left after their disappearance. The Vestige is tasked to continue on and retrieve the schematics. Vestige passes multiple bodies of people who made it in but never made it out.
Excellent work. Bethsark breathes again. Now for a personal project. How would you like to earn a little more coin? As you see, we are not the first to enter Bethsark. In truth, I accepted Bosek's request to explore these ruins only because they contain something I want. Something I believe others died trying to obtain. Knowledge is the greatest treasure. The Dwemer guarded their secrets as a king protects his gold. In Bethsark, the Dwemer hid a set of schematics, mechanical drawings that I greatly desire to possess. An easy task. Those earlier explorers likely retrieved them, only to find themselves sealed inside Bethsark through some treachery. Their misfortune is our gain. We must find where they perished. There may be more constructs waiting on the other side of this door. You go first.
After retrieving the schematics and giving them to Narama, he agrees to help and gives the unique item Narama's staff, a healing staff.
Ah, there you are. I was just coming to, help you. I hope you found what we were looking for. The schematics are mine at last. Splendid! This places me in your debt. What would you ask of me in return? I hear Killeen intends to head towards the Isle of Betnik. The ruins there greatly interest me. But first, I will assist you in this heist. I must get the schematics to my workshop. Join me if you wish to return to town. Come, Clanker.
The final person the Vestige is able to recruit is Crafty Larissa, a master of disguise and an old friend of Captain Killeen. Heading south, the Vestige is approached by an elf.
Help me! They're after me! The sea drakes. When it gets foggy, like last night, they play tricks with the lighthouse, lure ships aground. The Maiden's Breath, my ship. They lured us in and wrecked us. Drowned or captured. Captain Larissa's looking for them. You heard of crafty Larissa, right? Anyway, I'm through. No more sailing for me. You want to find the captain, just look for her monkey, Howler.
After finding the monkey, the vestige is snuck up on by Larissa.
Oh, you aren't at all what I was expecting. Let's talk. What brings you to this trash pit? Sneak up on you? It's what I do. Now answer my question. What are you doing here? Oh, charming. The maiden's wrecked on the sandy shore. As for crafty Larissa, you found her. Just in time, too. Captain Helene's sea drakes have my crew. I won't leave without them. Help me rescue them, and I'll owe you a favor. We're going to disguise my crew as sea drakes. Take these clothes. Look for a portly Breton, a sour redguard, and a big orc. The drakes are keeping them in the large buildings. Once they're out, meet me by Helene's ship. Look for hampers with clothes, or kill a sea drake and take theirs. Put on their clothes and you'll look just lovely. Oh, do watch out for the sea drakes with torches. They're not drunk. If you get too close, they'll spot you and alert the others.
The vestige rescues M'kai Growbug.
Don't know who you are, but you better run if you don't want the sea drakes to gut you. Ha! Another of Helene's tricks. Let me go, then chase me down and beat me within an inch of my life. I'll chance it and make a run for Port Hunding. See how far I get.
Haired on.
Another torturer from Helene, even uglier than the last one. I knew she wouldn't leave me to rot. Quick, untie me! The sea drake spent the past few hours breaking my fingers. I can't wield a sword, but I can still strangle a few on my way out.
And Crenard, door 10.
Who are you? What are you doing here? Thank the eight. I thought I'd die in here. Helene came by not long ago. Told me to look forward to a public flaying. Then she beat me bloody, laughing the whole time. She's one cold witch.
The vestige regroups with Larissa and is asked if they rescued the crewmates.
You're a welcome sight. I've rescued everyone but Crenard, Hairden, and M'kai. Any luck? Almost done then. Everyone's out except my first mate, Deragor. They've got him in the belly of Helene's ship. You'll find the keys below deck. Look for Deragor down and back. I'll be visiting Helene in her cabin to thank her for the hospitality she's extended my crew. Come on up after you release Deragor. You should really say hello. Her cabin girl had a key. Poor little Bosmer lass. Barely any meat on her bones. I think Helene was starving her. She's on her way to Port Hunding now, and I'm one key richer.
Who in oblivion are you? Yeah? Ha! I knew she got away! Helene said she was being keel-hauled and beaten, but I knew better. They don't call my captain crafty for nothing. Get me out of these ropes, and let's get out of here.
After saving the crew, the vestige goes to the captain's quarters and sees Helene, who is poisoned by Larissa, disguised as a crewmate.
Wait. You're not my... What have you... Did you poison me?
My captain, are you feeling okay?
I'll gut you like a stuck pig. Cut your eyes out. Roast
Like you did my crew? No. That won't happen again. Oh, she fell down. My, that felt good. Me? Did I do that? Her starving little cabin girl may have poisoned her drink. Who can say? Did Deragor get out? I'll just be going then. I told my crew to gather on the beach. Going to make sure they all made it out. Meet me there and we'll square up. I'd love to stay and watch, but no time. You can stay if you like. It's actually her poison, kept for slaves who disobey. There's an antidote on the dresser if your heart bleeds enough.
The vestige is then left with Helene, with the options to either kill Helene, leave Helene, or give Helene the antidote. After choosing Helene's fate, the vestige meets Larissa and is given the unique item, the Smuggler's Vest, a medium chess piece. Larissa also agrees to join Helene's crew.
My crew's safe, and only a little bit tortured. I call that a win. Many a captain who sails these waters will be glad of that news. Now, let's talk favors. I owe you a big one. She's a bit too obsessed with old Faharajad for me, but I like her style. Seeing as I need a new ship, gold will come in handy. I'm in. Can't let what you did for us go unrewarded. See you back in town.
After recruiting 2 or all of the 3 recruits, the vestige is to meet Helene in her headquarters and is told the plan.
We've got a crew to rival the legends. Time to make some money, don't you agree? Now we're ready for the real challenge, the heist. The target's Bosek. That slimy bastard's finally going to get what's coming to him. We're going to steal his sailing logs. His sailing logs are the key to our fortune, friend. They're the records of every ship that's docked here, every stolen cargo they've unloaded, and every illicit payment made to Bosek. Those records are worth a fortune to King Vaharajad. They're written proof that Bosek has violated the king's order to stop raiding Breton shipping. With those papers in hand, the king can threaten to destroy Bosek if he doesn't stop. Absolutely. His envoy is on the dock now, waiting. As soon as we turn over the sailing logs, he gives us a fortune in gold. The trick will be getting into Bosek's palace, stealing the logs, and getting out with them. That's your job. First, you need a servant's disguise to get into the palace. The papers are in a lockbox on the top floor. Bosek has the only key. Slip this powder into his drink, then grab the key. The lockbox is always guarded. The guard's not bright, but he'll raise the alarm if anyone tries to open the box. Deal with him quietly. No stabbing. Lambor and I will have the ship ready to sail when you return with the papers.
The vestige can get help from each of the recruits they've helped. The vestige can get a staff from Naramo.
Oh, yes. Hello. This is fascinating. Did you know the Dwemer had devices to rapidly mince fruit? I can offer help with the guard, perhaps. You wish to deal with him quietly, correct? I removed this device from Clanker. When pressed, it produces quite the incapacitating shock. If you would test it for me, preferably on a living subject, I would be grateful.
A disguise from Larissa.
Quite the motley crew, aren't we? She's right. You need a disguise to get anywhere near Bosek. Fortunately, you have me. Just say the word and I can have servant clothes waiting for you at the palace. My pleasure. Meet me outside the palace. I'll pick out something special for you.
And a key from Jakar.
It's a wonderful day for a sailing trip, isn't it, friend? Especially if it gets me off this rock before Bosek chops off my head. Bosek keeps the key around his neck, cinched steel. I'll get the key off Bosek. Meet me out back.
Well, look who's come to pay a visit. Oh yes, try these on. I'm sure they'll fit you just right. In the meantime, I'll just continue my sweep of the palace.
Ah, my lowly servant. You're just in time. My dear friend Headman Bosek is sleeping off the attentions of these two lovely ladies. They are quite a handful, and an eyeful too. Why don't you take the good Headman's key inside for safekeeping?
My friend, welcome back. Do you have some good news? Here you are, Tharwab. The shipping logs that show Bosek's defiance of the king's decrees. Come on, it's time to go.
After infiltrating Bosek's palace and stealing the logs, the Vestige meets Colleen at her ship and hands over the documents. The Vestige then boards the ship and is ready to sail to Betnik, an orc stronghold. The Vestige can also talk to the crew, and after sailing to Betnik, is given the unique Curious Gallant chain, a heavy Redguard chest piece.
When my crew turned traitor, I never thought I'd see Betnik again. Feels good. Head into town and get a drink. This is home, and we'll be here for a while. Here's your cut of the take from the heist. Careful here. These orcs aren't yet part of the Covenant, but I'm working on that. Feel free to check out Stonetooth Fortress. Maybe you'll meet a nice orc.
There are 8 side quests to do on Stros M'kai in no particular order. There is Dead Man's Wrist, where the Vestige finds 2 bodies, one with a note and a bracelet, where the Vestige can return the bracelet to the victim's sister.
Keep moving. I'm in no mood to chat. They knew that Goblin Spawn would put a dagger in our backs. Siraj never could pass up a pretty face. This bracelet was given to my ancestors by King Sahel. Siraj always wore it. Take this in thanks. Buptka guide you.
Goblin Mark, where the Vestige runs into an orc who has lost his friend who ran off to join a goblin tribe. The Vestige is tasked to save them.
I hope you're not here to kill goblins. If you are, we'll have a problem. My friend is in that camp. Mark. He's lost his mind. The goblins stole Mark's special brew. Expensive stuff. Losing it broke him. He went mad and ran off to join his tribe. Crazy, isn't it? He's mad as a Bosmer. Won't listen to a word I say. I'll make you a deal. Find Mark. Convince him to come back. I'll trade you some gold, and we'll both walk away happy. Start by looking for Mark's special brew. If any is left, the smell might make him slightly less crazy.
Worms must go away. Brew. Yes. Where did you get it? That smell. Wait. Where am I? What am I wearing? I remember now. Too much root pulp. Less kick, more crazy. Grubby was right. I'm out of my gourd. Things are starting to make sense again. I'm not spending another minute in this camp. Thank you, friend.
Where's Mark? Did he listen to you? You gave him... Damn! He ran off to drink it all himself, didn't he? I have to get back to town. Take this, and thank you, friend. That fool better have saved some for me.
Izad's Treasure, where the Vestige finds a map and can hunt Izad's lost treasure and get a unique necklace, Izad's Treasure. Last night, where the Vestige is asked to save 2 people kidnapped by sea drakes.
Help me, please. They've stolen my Iriana.
A horde of damned sea drakes attacked our camp. They kidnapped Ariana, left me and the rest for dead. Please rescue her. They took her over the hill to their camp around the shipwreck. Shamal, too. Maybe they're already dead. She's the love of my life. I promised to take her away from Stros M'kai. Then the sea drakes attacked and took her and Shamal. I'll never see her again. He's a Khajiit bard, a friend of ours. When I came to, he was gone. Maybe they've killed him already. We fought, but there were too many of them. I protected Ariana as long as I could, but I got knocked out. I saw them dragging her away as I fell.
A Khajiit named Chanel?
Shamal must leave this evil place.
And a dark elf named Ariana.
Thank you. I'll try to make it back to Trelon.
Just for a moment. We need to get back to town. Safer there.
As soon as you're rested, we'll go. No sense running back to town just to have you die on me.
That was neatly done, the way you got Ariana and Shamal back. That sea drake attack was the last straw. Ariana and I are going back to town and not leaving until we find a ship off this damned island. Ariana, we need to go. It's not safe here.
Fine, you stubborn fool. Margrob and Othbug, keep an eye on Shamal.
You got it, Ariana.
Moment of truth, where an orc is found upset as his mother wants him to be a warrior. He asks the vestige for help, which at the end the vestige can tell him to continue trying to be a warrior or continue to be a smith.
What am I going to do? Mother's gonna kill me. Mother said this would happen. I can't do anything right. Mother sent me here to kill some big monster, but I don't think I can do it. Well, I hate violence, and I'm kind of forgetful. All I really want to do is make weapons, not hit things with them. But I promised Mother I'd try. Will you help me? I seem to have misplaced my sword. I had an awful battle with some monsters over this way. Just seeing my father's old sword fills me with courage. I can do this, I think. I was, preparing the bait. The beast won't come out of the water without this. At least, that's what Mother said. Now we lure out the monster and kill it. Easy, right? I sure hope this proves my courage to Mother. Well, here we go. Please stay close. There it is. Good luck. Did you see how big that thing was? And those teeth? You found my sword. Thank you. I want to be a warrior and make Mother proud, but I also love smithing. What do you think? Should I become a warrior or a smith? You said it. I'm not fighting anymore. I'll make weapons for others. Mother will just have to get used to it. Thanks for everything. Well, I'm done here.
Sphere Assembly, where the vestige tracks 4 dwarven parts to turn into an Altmer named Rulorn, who uses the parts to activate a dwarven sphere, which breaks. The vestige is then given the unique item Rulorn Silken Garb.
Yes? Do you have something for me? Just what my sphere needs. Just give me a minute, then throw that switch over there. Ah, good. I believe this will work. One never knows what's going to happen when working on Dwemer devices. Now throw the lever, and we will see what happens. I must say that my research does not often produce such spectacular results. Most gratifying. Oh, research never goes as one expects. I'm amazed it worked at all, but thanks to you, I've made remarkable strides today.
Tarnish a crown, where the vestige is to hunt down a goblin king named Demog, who is planning to attack the city. Afterwards, the vestige is thanked, even though no one will ever know what they did. Afterwards, the vestige is given the unique item, the Goblin Slayer chassis.
Goblins! They're gonna kill us all. They killed everyone. My brothers, our 5 guards. They speared me good, left me for dead. I crawled here after they left. Their new king's got them all riled up, ready to attack Port Hunding and wipe out the town. Kill their king! They won't attack the town without him to lead them. Bring me his crown so I know the bastard's dead. I try to make it to town, unless the goblins kill me first. I just need to gather my strength and hobble back to town. Get that goblin king and bring me his crown if you can. We actually went looking for them, if you can believe that. We'd heard they had a new king and he was stirring up trouble. We figured we could handle them, but there were too many for us. No good. Bosek will never believe it. He's a suspicious bastard, and will think we're trying to trick him somehow. He'd have our heads on pikes. I'm too fond of my head to risk it. I've tried to make it to town. I'm too injured to be any good to you. And if the goblins catch me out here, I'm dead. Kill the Goblin King? By Kain, you did it. I've been expecting them to attack the town any minute. Bosek tossed me out when I tried to warn him. Said he'd have my head if I didn't shut up. He'll never know you saved his town for him. If it's not goblins, it'll be something else tomorrow. I swear this town is cursed. They kicked me out. They heard Bosek threatened me. They don't want to risk his fists storming in to arrest me.
And finally, Wash Ashore, where the vestige finds a red guard with amnesia who's trying to get rid of a monkey.
Why am I here? Am I going mad? Leave me to my drink, stranger. If I can't remember what matters, might as well forget it all. I woke up on the shore. No idea how I got here. Barely remember my name. And this damned monkey won't leave me alone. Must be mine. It just keeps hooting at me and won't go away. Ugh, I need more ale.
Just go. Wait. Buy this monkey from me. Monkeys are great companions. I bet this one can find buried treasure. On an island like this, you'd recoup the cost tenfold. I just need some corn for it. We both win, eh?
He may be annoying, but I bet he's got a nose for treasure.
Great. For the right price, he's yours.
Fine, fine. I'll loan you the monkey. Take him around the beach, see what he finds. Just get the little screecher away from me.
After following the monkey, the vestige finds a sword, rum, dice, and rings. After returning, the Red Guard remembers everything and thanks the vestige for helping.
You again? What's it this time? Yes, my family brewed this rum, and my father's ring. It's coming back to me. My old blade, and my lucky dice. Now I remember. I'd even forgotten my dear companion, Cowie. I'm still fuzzy on that. I was bound for Daggerfall when pirates hit us. I think I was thrown overboard in the battle. You're a godsend. Things are still a little hazy, but I think that's the ale. Take this gold for your efforts.
There are 2 achievements to get on Stros M'kai. There is Famed Recruiter by recruiting Jakarn, Naramo, and Larissa, and Stros M'kai Angler by catching a rare, etheric grouper in Stros M'kai. Hey there, thanks for watching this episode of ESO Zone Guide. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next time.